Okay, today I'm going to start talking about how to bake snickerdoodles for my demonstration speech. First things first, I'm going to talk about my mixer. I have a stand mixer MK36 and I got it for Christmas, and it's a great starter mixer whenever you first start baking. So, first thing you need to do is gather all of your ingredients. You will need ground cinnamon, 2 eggs, all-purpose flour, cream of tartar, shortening, vanilla, and this is Mexican vanilla, that's why it's in a weird bottle. It's really good and I got it as a gift. Salt, sugar, granulated sugar, and baking soda. I'm going to show you how to mix the brown sugar and the grounded cinnamon together as just a little preview of what you do whenever baking. So what you do is you take 1 tablespoon of cinnamon and you put it in a bowl, and then you put a 1/4 cup of sugar in a bowl and you mix it together with a spoon or a spatula or whatever you prefer. And after you mix that together, you leave that aside in a small bowl while you mix your main ingredients together. So first thing you do is you put your sugar, and you will need 1½ cup of sugar, and then you will need a 1/2 cup of shortening and your 2 large eggs, and you mix that in a bowl on a medium speed. Once that's done mixing, you will put in your flour, your cream of tartar, baking soda, and salt. You will need 2 3/4 cups of flour, all-purpose flour. You will need 2 teaspoons of cream of tartar, baking soda you will need 1 teaspoon, and salt you will need 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And once you mix all of those together, I always take a spatula and I scrape down on the edges around the bowl to get all of my ingredients inside the bowl, and then I mix it again. And then after that, I like to take a small ice cream scoop. You can use a spoon or whatever you prefer, your hands, it doesn't really matter. But I like to scoop it, I scrape it on the edge of the bowl, I roll it into a ball, and then I put it in the brown sugar and the granulated cinnamon and the sugar. Mix it in a ball, get all of it covered in the sugar and cinnamon. And then you can use a baking sheet or stone. You normally use the stone pan whenever you don't have a convection oven, because it helps bring heat evenly around the cookies and it gives it a crisp edge on the bottom. But what you do is, while you're baking, like mixing all of your ingredients together, preheat the oven at 400 degrees and put the baking stones in there while you're mixing your ingredients, because it's better to put the cookies on there while it's hot and then put them back in the oven. With the baking stone, you don't put it in the dishwasher. You actually don't really normally wash it with water. What you do is you use a scraper like this and you scrape all of like the dry cookie off of it, and then you wipe it down with like a paper towel or rag and you put it away. And then after that, if you somehow get crispy or hard cookies, what I learned is you put them in a closed container like this, and you put a slice of bread in it overnight for like 24 hours, and then by the time the next day comes around, your cookies will be soft, because the bread takes the moisture out of it and makes them softer. And then after all of that, my resource is the Betty Crocker cookie book, and another resource I had that wasn't like a book or a website was my boyfriend's mom has taught me how to use all of this and what the right ingredients are and what the secret ones are. And then also I use this rubber or plastic spatula to get my cookies off the baking stone, because the metal one likes to rip the cookies in half while they're still hot. And then after that, you have good snickerdoodles to enjoy. Thanks for watching.